Okay, Friday the 17th of August, it's 10 past 6 in the morning now. Of course, here is the sunrise. And why was it last night with our pretty much pristine sky? Zero cloud. Yeah, last night you saw in my video where it cleared up in the late afternoon. Why am I not hopeful? Well, let's have a look. There's some spray. There's some more spray. So this is pre-dawn. They've already tainted the sky with their poisons. And as I was coming up here, I did see a little spray being sprayed, and then all this. What's all this? This wasn't there at midnight, was it? You know, from 10 to midnight, there was nothing. And then look in the distance. Yeah, to the west there. Why is there a shitload of cloud? To the north, you know, inland, why is there a shitload of cloud? There was nothing. So I'll just walk out now. Looks like I'm going to be sitting up here for the next 2 hours, like a muppet, as I record the videos of the criminals. I don't know what for, because all this evidence is going nowhere and nobody seems to give a fuck. So we're just going to continue to be rained down with poison. Okay, so I don't know when it's going to start. It's obviously started already. I mean, what I mean is when they really get going and they just block out the sun again, it's going to get going, isn't it? They never stop. You know, they're like the Terminator, apart from their scum. It's like the scum that never stops. They just keep on spraying and spraying and spraying, and they don't give a fuck. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. Yeah, and then I'll go back to let's see. That's obviously pre-dawn. Right, look at that dirty fucking Great Line there, the fucking poison. And look at that. I'm guessing inland people have look at that. I'm guessing people have woken up to a fucking grey sky in, you know, further inland, you know, or inland. Yeah. What's this? There's like no one there. There's a fishing rod. That's weird. Is there anyone there? It left a lot of trash in a fishing rod. Let's have a look. What's the problem, you know? There's even a bag there. See what they've been drinking. Orange Boom. I don't know what that is. Pringles. Yeah, just a load of junk, really. They've been eating junk and they've left all their trash. Okay, so here we go. I'll just sit out here on the bench, probably. If the bench is probably wet with dew. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go for now. You see how this is the same vantage point, okay, what I've been filming. I haven't moved, alright? You can see how fast the sun sort of travels as it rises from the northeast. Yes. Okay, and see how it's on the other side of the this building now. It was on the left side, now it's on the right side. And it's sort of, you know, that's what happened. It will rise like that, and it'll go across the southern part of the sky. Yeah, this is what it is. You know, a bit higher in summer. Sorry, it's like that in summer. Yeah, and then it sets over to the north west. Okay, it's not looking good. You know, there's been spray. You know, it's all feathering up, and you know, this cloud looks like it's moving closer and closer. It's like they're stitching up the sky with their frequencies. I guess that's all it takes, a little bit of spray turn on the frequencies and begins to close up. Right, anyway, I just wanted to draw your attention to the rising sun. I'm not going to video until I see some more action. Okay, and you'll see the sun will be further along, you know, it'll be going into, it'll be, you know, in the southern portion of the sky as it goes across. Okay, it's 6:30, and the only chemtrails I've actually, well, I've missed it, that's the thing. They've been spraying from behind the smog cover there, look. And it's like they spray out a, like a filament out of, you know, what is blatantly the overcast smog. Okay, look at that. I'll go along a bit. Okay, it all comes out. It's like they're trying to thread it. Okay, and you've got it over there. Look. Okay, it's look. So that what it's like they're trying to add like a thread to this. Okay, and then it's like they're using their frequencies to slowly pull it, and it is coming slowly, ever so slowly, but it, you know, this smog cover is on its way, and there's been very intermittent spraying, like you know, I've been zoom out, like it's just so quick that I'm not sure to begin videoing or not, because they just do a quick burst and then they stop, but they, you know, nevertheless you can see they've been doing it. Yeah, it's not a full-on spray across the sky in one big line. Okay, there's some major deception going on here, you know, but look, it's still going to have the effect of ruining the day and stealing yet another summer's day. Okay, that's enough for now. I'm obviously still standing out here like a numpty for whatever reason, who knows. It's not going anywhere, and all this information, all this proof, not going anywhere. It's just falling on deaf ears. Ridiculous. This is the greatest crime of our age, and going ignored. So well done, Sheeple. Thanks a lot. Because of you, we're all gonna be murdered. Okay, 7 minutes to 7. Here's one in progress. Okay, so it seems they are focused on, you know, bringing. See, there we go. They're focused on threading the smog, the big massive smog that's already there. You can see that, can't you? He started spraying just before he goes into the great mass of poison. See, he's going right into it now. There you go. Right. Okay, and the massive smog is moving closer and closer. And like I say, it's going to be yet another case of by noon we're going to have a grey, overcast piece of shit sky, and yet another summer's day stolen by this activity, this criminal activity, it's terrorist activity, you know. Unfortunately, you apparently need to be some sort of authority to decide what is terrorism and what is not. Because apparently spraying us day in and day out with chemicals and biologicals, as well as all the heavy metals, all the toxins, that doesn't constitute terrorism. When it's the powers that be and their minions doing it. Just like James Bond, 007, two-ball cane, or two ball in a cane, that's what it means. They have a license to kill. Murder with these people is A-okay. Right, and then you got what they spray this way, it's fanning out like a dirty old feather. See that? The ruination of the day well in progress now. You know, and it's still early. Yeah, I'll go back to that. Look at that. That's terrible. It's absolutely a heinous crime of the highest order. But like I say, these this 7 times cursed on top of whatever the curse was originally that Cain had. These people are cursed even further when it was Tubal Cain who murdered his brother and his father, and this bloodline is ruling the world. You know, they're in control of all the corporations, science institutions, and of course the military as well. All the top military brass are this scum, and like I said, I think they're fully possessed, and that's the wages of sin is death, and they just keep committing crimes. And there you go. When you keep committing these crimes, your temple is destroyed, and then you just open, to the unseen world, the unseen entities which are daily oppressing each and every one of us. Alright, that's enough for now. I'm going to keep standing here like a numpty for at least another hour to try and catch this. And you can see as the sun is, now it's moving even further to the south of, of this building, as it will move on its from east to west, but through the southern sky. Okay, because it's a smaller circle. Okay, it's not a tilt. Okay, it's not a bloody tilt on a ball. Okay, it's absolute nonsense. Okay, and like I said in the description of my last video, all the pea brains, they simply like to look intelligent by parroting, what they've been told, and by somehow by association, which is a fallacy, and parroting what their favorite high priests say. That makes them, apparently super intelligent and superior over, people who actually use their brains. Right. Okay, 7:05, and it's more threads of chemtrail filament and have been basically sprayed into the smog cover, which is, it's going to be pulled on us. There's another one right there. See it? In progress.
Oh, right, the plane you're about?
Yeah, the plane. That's not a contrail. Modern planes don't. They don't do condensation trails anymore. This is known as a chemtrail. It's not. Apparently, it's not a scientific term. If you so.
Oh, that's what, they don't do that no more.
No. Maybe only the older planes do the condensation trails. So I've just got to get one in progress. Go upload these to YouTube. There's loads of people uploading. Yeah, well, not loads. When I say loads, it's like only loads because it's on the internet. You can, other people can find each other, but it's barely anyone really. Yeah, it's mad.
It's kind of weird the way they look though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? What, they actually don't feel planes in nowadays, but like.
Yeah, it's just sprayed from a plane. It's all sorts of chemical compounds, and they use like aluminium particulate, right? And then that reacts with the the frequencies they blast from the radar. It seems to have stopped there. Yeah, it's all focused on this smog. That's where it's all happening. If it was a condensation trail, it would be everywhere, wouldn't it? It would be, Yeah. But it's they're all focusing to this morning. It's not always like this. They seem to be focusing on what's already up there. See all the smog, and they want to pull it over us like a blanket.
I thought they were just clouds, to be honest. I didn't know it's smog. I thought they were all the white things over there was just clouds. That's quite mad, actually. Look how many there is.
Yeah.
like you see the line thing. That's quite yeah,
it's mental.
Because it ain't that much of a fucking flight path over.
Yeah, I mean, if you just all you have to do is think about it. Why did it start there? Yeah, why didn't it start all the way across? And you see, it's persistent. They don't go away. They fan out over time, like that one's fanned out. You see?
Oh, yeah,
these,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, they get too wide, don't they? Yeah, usually. When I was a kid.
Okay, 7:30 now, and this is the development thus far. It's all just spreading out. You know, it's all going into the great poison cloud, or poison smog. And as I can see, it's creeping forward, and this is what our sky is going to look like as soon as it reaches noon. Just going to have another overcast day, or another whiteout. It's going to be a whiteout day. And of course there has been intermittent spray in front of the sun, but it's all focused today, or this morning, of obviously stitching the smog cloud slowly, ever so slowly, but it will be done by noon. And then, you know, this paired with the frequencies blasted, that's the end of the summer's day. See, I told you there was no hope for tomorrow. I had a clear night all night. You know, I went to bed midnight. I could see all the stars. There wasn't a single trace of like, it was making me laugh saying cloud. There's no cloud anymore. It's all chemicals. And yeah, that's the depressing news. And this crime will just continue. And you know, that's a slow plan to slowly poison us and get rid of us. What else could it be? It's either to control us, reprogram us with a virus, so you're obedient, and I guess the ones of us, you know, that are not obedient, who are not being reprogrammed by this blatant genetic manipulation using viruses and making it first. So, you know, it helps to make us sick first, doesn't it? They want us sick, and then they reprogram us with their designer viruses, like a FunVax, or the sick name, to abbreviate it to something called FUN. You know, fundamentalism vaccine. It's a disgrace. And before risking a massive long video, I'm just going to end it here. I guess there'll be one more at around noon when the whole sky is grey, and that's your reward. You know, that's our reward. You know, because we're all being atomized. There's no cohesion in society anymore. So, you know, the people cannot stand up against this. And that's what immigration's been all about. It's been to destroy cohesion, and you know, basically, you know, the people running the show, the powers that be, can do whatever they want to us. No, like sheep to the slaughter. Yeah, just one more power shot. I'm getting this. It's right where the sun is. I can't see the screen at all. Right. And I'm not actually seeing anything because, right there, okay. Spraying right in front of the sun. It's all spreading out now. You see, they've threaded the smog clouds and now outwards. See, now it's being pulled over, just like the wool has been pulled over our collective eyes. Now here comes the chemtrails to pull the smog over, you know, just the same way over the sky. So that, you know, we're done. Okay, 20 to 8 now. I've had enough of standing out there. I was talking to a homeless fellow called Adam. You see, this homelessness epidemic is growing. The chap didn't seem like he was on drugs or anything. He wasn't an alcoholic or anything. He just obviously can't get a job. Yeah, when that happens, okay, that's it. You're out on the streets, and of course, people actually with jobs, you know, on their way to work, they have no time to witness what is taking place right above them. You know, they've got their own worries. You know, you got a job and then you've got the rest of it, haven't you? Yeah. Who knows what bills and rents you have to pay? Even the mortgage is a noose around your neck. It's a death grip, after all. That's what a mortgage means. Death grip. They've got a death grip on you. So you know, even if you have a job, people think they're doing well. You know, it's just one day after the other, really. Okay, and they're thinking, oh, I'm all right. I'm gonna own some bricks after 40 or maybe even 50 years, right? Or never. If you suddenly get sick and you can't pay it any longer, then boom, suddenly someone who's got a job, you look down their nose at homeless people, yeah, and then suddenly they're on the other end of the stick. Yeah, they'll find themselves there, and they'll find just the same thing where there's no sympathy and no help. That's you know, that's obviously happened to some people. You know, will they have a change of heart though? Some people, even after that, they don't have a change of heart. You know, that's what I think. This alcoholism is amongst the homeless. They don't have a change of heart, and they're just trying to kill themselves because they can't accept what has happened. So they're just basically drinking themselves to death. And the same with drugs as well. They're only thinking, why did it happen to me? You know, and it's, the destruction of yet another day in progress. Like I've said, obviously, I'm going on too much now, aren't I? I'm like a madman making these videos, which doesn't do anyone any good, especially myself. It's doing absolutely nothing for myself apart from wasting my time. You know, I guess someone has to be a witness to this. You know, not just me. There's obviously all the rest of you guys out there. Which is funny, is the only people who watch my videos are people who take notice. Alright, so it's the wrong audience. We're like an echo chamber. Who, you know, I did talk to this Adam, homeless Adam, right over there. Okay, it's too far away to see. Okay, and I did talk to him about this, and he was very open and receptive. You know, after I made him notice. Look, that's a chemtrail. You see, it doesn't go away. And then pointed out, look at that plane. That's a contrail, right? And that one does dissipate, right? And then he was like, oh yeah. So at least, you know, there's nothing wrong with the chap. He can spot the difference, and that's saying a lot. You know, apparently most people can't spot the difference between a contrail and a chemtrail, and so a homeless man can. Okay, all these people with jobs who are proud of themselves, who, by the way, you know, your job's going to be at risk. You're going to be homeless or murdered or culled. By the way, with all the technology, robots and automation coming, you're going to be culled. Yeah, so you're smug for nothing. That's going to be wiped. Your smug face is going to be wiped off very, very soon. As soon as the Nazis go into full operation mode, and the Nazis being the corporations, the international corporations, the science institutes. You know, like I say, I don't think these people are even human anymore. As soon as they go into full rollout mode with the new world they plan. Yeah, the new satanic new world order, you know, directly under Satan. Right, when that's rolled out, the rest of us are we're going to be flushed down the drain. You just mark my words on that, and it's going to be so swift. It's going to be like a blitzkrieg action. You won't even know. You'll be up in flames, not literal flames. Well, it might be, you know, like this energy weapon being a directed energy weapon, right? But more likely, you'll be burning up inside from viruses with no cure, or bacteria even. You'll be burning inside biologically. Your cells will be popping, and you'll be shitting your pants. You'll be literally shitting your pants with your own juices. That's what's going to happen. It's obvious. How can it not be obvious? Yeah. So, and it should be obvious to anyone what's coming. And I'm done. I'm going to upload this right now. You know, I'll upload the aftermath You know, and later on we'll have the day completely greyed out, or it's looking like a whiteout, unless they hit us with the frequencies and then proceed to spray on top of what they've already done. It's looking bad. Look at that, one's crisscrossed. They might proceed to actually do what they did on Saturday. It's looking really fucking bad, to be honest now. You know, there's no let up. Yeah, so I'm not even surprised if it will be completely overcast by noon. That's all it took last time. You know, morning on the Saturday, and by noon, no sun, no direct sun. It was all grey. It's happening. And people just going about their merry way on to work. Yeah, like that will even matter. Yeah, it's not going to matter soon. We're dead. We're sheep to the slaughter. So thanks for watching, and you know, what can I say? I've just demoralised everyone. So I'm sorry for depressing you all. Go about your day as though nothing is happening. These chemtrails, they don't exist. They're just out the mind of lunatic conspiracy theorists. Who are you going to believe? Just a normal person, you know, with a camera phone, or who are you going to believe high priests, the highest authorities? Who are you going to believe? Does truth come from actual evidence put before you, or does your truth come from consensus and from being bullied? Yeah, being bullied into take a certain viewpoint. Where does your truth come from? If it's bullied into you, you are a defeated and broken person already, no matter how great you think you are and how much money you earn. You're already mentally defeated. You are a demoralized foe, and you are a foe to these devils. They're not people. And you're on the way out. That's what's going to happen. Right, and done. Too long now. Yeah, okay, 8:35. I didn't even have to wait until noon. Sorry about the noise. There's construction taking place. Yeah, it's basically a job's worth. Okay, apparently these towers, they're having their cladding replaced for absolutely no reason. So anyway, didn't have to wait for noon. It's already ruined. The sky is filled with chemtrails. Yeah, obviously by noon it will be overcast with all the criminal terrorist activity taking place. Okay, which apparently no one cares about. No one cares to look up and notice you're being poisoned from above. Nope, they don't care. No one cares. That's the old boomer kind of fucking attitude. Old boomer just walked past and, you know, just looked on, doesn't give a shit. You know, obviously that's not true for most boomers, but it is true for the majority. An absolute destruction of the sky. No, look at all these people, they don't care, none of them care. None of them care. That's the old chap who walked past me who raised my voice levels. Yeah, all he did is take another puff of his cigarette, yeah. So his drug, his nicotine drug. So he doesn't care, you know, get a little rush, yeah. And not give a shit about what's happening, all these things. That's why it's legal, that's why nicotine is legal. You can pay a fortune for it these days, but that's why it's legal, because you puff on that, you know, and that's all you care about, your nicotine high. For as brief as it may be, it's ridiculous. That's why they smoke all day. Some people, that's why they... You know, it's a joke, anyway. Poisoned from above. Not even noon yet. And it's well on its way to being ruined. There's yet more people walking by me, just coming up, and do they care? No, they do not care. They take absolute... And it started, you know, with the smog there, and now they're focusing on the basically the path of the sun, blocking it out, stealing summer. Hey, they're stealing our summer, man. They're stealing summer. Look up. See, they don't, see, no one cares. Nobody cares. They even stop. Yeah, it's another one old boomer. Don't give a fuck at this point. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm trying to tell people, and the only one who listen is just like in the Bible. Only the wretched are blessed, just like it says in the Bible. The homeless chap. Yeah, only the homeless chap are receptive. Only the people at the bottom who are discarded like trash. They're the only ones who will listen. The rest of the people that give a fuck. You know, don't give a fuck they're being poisoned. You know, and you know, that's what I'm saying. The people who have got a job to go to, their job is irrelevant. It's just a job's worth at this point. And for most people, apart, you know, well, even this construction, like I said, this cladding does not need to be replaced. I've looked into it. All this cladding, even this tower, probably these towers as well. Eventually, it's just to give a job to people. There's no need to. It's like on Grenfell, they replaced the cladding on Grenfell towers. And what was that about? Did they replace the cladding with flammable, you know, accelerants? Yeah, you just wanted to burn them to death. It's probably what they're going to do now. It wouldn't surprise me. Just to watch this will all go up in flames, all of it. You know, a concrete building. Yeah. Okay. So they've got to spread this fire somehow up the building, and this is what they're doing. You've got these chaps putting up the scaffolding. Okay, and then you're going to have some evil buggers. They're probably, what are they doing? They're filling up the tower with lint, yeah? And I don't know what else. Tinder, yeah? So that'll be the insulation. It'll just creep up all the building. And trust me, it's going to happen. All right, I'm not sure when they're finished, I guess. Okay, so look. I'm sick of all these people. No, you know, just the ordinary person who's so full of themselves. You know, got probably a comfy job. You know, a nice, easy job's worth, where they're not even thinking. It's just going through the motions each day with no new challenges. You know what I'm talking about? All the office jobs, for example, especially where they don't have to leave the office at all. Okay, it's just going through the motions. It's just doing some paperwork. It's a load of bollocks. And the people in those office jobs getting 40k a year, you know, probably not doing any much like accountancy, and there's all the legal things as well. That's a load of bollocks, and they're basically blood-sucking vampires, you know. Obviously, like I said, construction workers, you know, they're supposed to, you know, that's an actual job, but you know what? In this case, right, what are they doing? I told you, unnecessary, and yeah, we're done. The day's ruined. Maybe I won't bother making a video today. I think the point is made. Yeah, the point's made already. Outrageous crime. What kind of people are these? They don't care that they're being poisoned. Well, like I say, they hate the sun, and they've got a bias where they're just happy the sun's being blocked, so they don't look for the cause. Only when you actually enjoy the sun, you know, and enjoy actually getting some vitamin D produced in your body, yeah, you know, and then because it's a bad thing for the people who, you know, the sun lovers, you actually take a notice. Well, why is the sun gone? So you look. So if you don't like the sun, you're not going to even bother looking, are you? I guess people who hate the sun, they never look up. I guess they never appreciate a sunrise or a sunset, or just simply a beautiful day. They don't appreciate that, and they got their eyes either on the ground or at their phone. I mean, I know that's a bit, you know, a bit contradictory. You know, I'm staring at one right now, but I've got to video this. So there you go. Another day stolen. Summer is cancelled. From early August. Summer cancelled. The scum at the Met Office. They're calling this a fine day. The scum at the Met Office are already calling this like it's going into autumn. And the autumn equinox isn't even until the end of next month, almost. Yet they're speaking as though summer is finished. In fact, how rude, they called summer a heat wave. No, it wasn't a heat wave, that was just simply summer. Yes? We've got to have a drying out season. Otherwise plagues will spread everywhere. And pests will spread everywhere. You've got to dry them out. Right, I'm done here. I'm sick of all these people. Just looking at people in general now, it just makes me sick. You know, they're sending themselves straight to hell. God doesn't. People send themselves to hell. Right, I'm done.